Hello everyone. This video I created to teach you how to use Google Forms. So I'm just taking you through a step-by-step approach of how to create a Google form or how to use a Google form in order to create a questionnaire. So if you watch the video till the end, you will get an idea about creating a Google form and manipulating it for your requirements. First of all, you need a Gmail account for this purpose. So you have to open this Gmail account and it will look like this. And if you go to the top corner, there are 9 dots. So you will have to just click that dots. You will be able to see account, sheets, drive, Gmail, calendar, docs, slides. These are sort of options you will be able to get. So you have to just scroll down this menu and you have an option called forms. You have to just click on it. When you click on the forms option, you have here a screen where you have start a new form, and just below it you have a blank form. Just click on that plus form and you're getting the screen. So this is the form that you will get, and if you look at the top it is written as untitled form. So just click on this. You will be able to enter the title for the form. Suppose you're going to do customer satisfaction. Yeah, you just type, yeah, study on whatever topic you want to, you can type here, study on customer satisfaction. Okay, don't write it short. You have to type the entire title for which you are creating this form. When you type this, it gets registered. So now what you have to do, on top if you see untitled form, just near the symbol, you have you have to enter the name of the form. See, already when you just click on it, the title gets here, isn't it? Whatever you typed. See, just now I typed a study on customer satisfaction. It appears here, but it is too long. So what I can do is I can keep a file name which is very short. Sample form. Just for example, I'm giving you. You can type any name for your form. So sample form. Then again, you have to write the name of the to type the name of the respondents, whatever you want, whatever maybe. See, already you have prepared the questionnaire, you just need to enter it, isn't it? So name of the respondents, just they have to give that answer. So here already short answer text is there, so you leave it. And if you come to the bottom of this box, required, so there is one circle which is white in color. You have to click on it, it becomes blue. That means it is required. Only then the respondents will be able to enter the answer. If you don't click on this, they will not be able to give an entry. So this is complete, name of the respondents column. Then if you see there is a scroll option, several options here. So on top, if you click, if you just go near that plus symbol, you get add question. Just click it. So you are getting the question, isn't it? So now what you can do, suppose your next question is address of the respondents, or it is age group of the respondents. Okay, so age group of the respondents. Just example, okay, whatever may be your question, you can type here. So here automatically when I say age group, multiple choice is there. Suppose you don't want multiple choice, you can go for check boxes, paragraphs is there. You have to choose what type of answer is required. So I need check boxes. So I'm just clicking that. Now I'm getting boxes here. So for the first option, suppose if I'm typing 18 to 25 years. Okay, so next, when I go to the next line and click, I will have a line where I can enter the range. Okay, now I'm giving 26 to 30 or whatever it is. Okay, 30 years. So in here, now suppose after typing, see, you want the third option to be entered, you click the next line, you're getting the third option. So now after entering the data, you have entered, now you want to create another question. Again, you come to this menu, click the plus symbol, you will get another box for next question. So similarly, you have to type all the questions. And see here for age group, we did not click this. You have to, without fail, click this required button. Only if you click this, they will be able to enter their responses. Okay. So you have to be very cautious in clicking this to blue color. Only then the respondents can enter. Now, after completing all the questions, what you can do is there is no save option. It automatically gets saved. Now you have to go to responses. Now zero responses is seen. Suppose after sharing this, it will show you how many persons have responded. Okay, you can check it once in a while. And opposite to this, you have a green color plus symbol. So you have to click on that. Now you get the screen. Select response destination. Create a new spreadsheet. So a spreadsheet in Excel will be created. So you can give some name or the same file name you can give. Sample form already it appears here. So you just on bottom of this box you have create. Just click create. Now it is created. Okay. So it takes you, directs you to this Excel sheet where whatever headings you are given, whatever questions one by one, it will be here, and whatever responses it gets stored one below the other. So now again going back to the forms, you need to make some other changes. So if you look at the top, just besides that send option, there is a flower like symbol. When you go near it, it shows settings. Just click that. Now you get this form where you have collect email addresses. If you want to collect email address of the respondents, you can just click this box. Okay, and below that you have requires sign in. Restrict to users in Sri Krishna Aditya College of Arts and Science. You are going to share it with people who are outside Krishna Aditya College, isn't it? So you have to remove this click mark from this box and limit to one response. You want every respondent to respond only once. Otherwise, one person itself will respond several times. So you click this. So this will prevent them from repeating the responses. And that's all. Then you go to presentation. Click presentation. Show progress bar, shuffle question. Only if you're conducting a quiz program or if you're conducting any competitions or you're going to give them scores or exams, you have to use all these boxes. Otherwise, it is not required. Then you go to the next option, which is called quiz. Okay, here you have make this a quiz. It is white in color. Here again to activate it, you have to turn it to blue in color. Now when I clicked on that white, it turned to be blue. Make this a quiz, right? Then release grade immediately after each submission. You are not going to give them any grade, isn't it? So for that, what you have to do is you have next option later after manual review. You have to just click this, so that gets cancelled. Okay, and just scroll down. You have missed questions, correct answer, point values. All this is not required. You are not going to give them any marks, isn't it? Correct answer, wrong answer is not there. So you just remove all the tick marks. And finally, at the bottom of the screen, you have save option. Just click that. Now your form is saved. Okay. So when you go to forms again and check whether your form is there. Okay. So now the sample form is there. When I click on that, you are able to get this study on customer satisfaction. Now that you have created a form, you have created an Excel sheet where the responses will be stored. Then now what you have to do, you have to share this link with others. For getting the link, you press the send symbol. Then if you will get the send form, collect email address, send via. It is through email. If you are sending directly, you can type the email addresses or to a email group. Okay, suppose you want to share the link through WhatsApp or any other means, what you can do, there is a link symbol here. You click this, a long link is displayed. You want to shorten it, you have an option shorten URL, isn't it? On bottom of this box, you are having this. Just click this box. Now it is shortened. Now there is an option called copy. So you just click copy. So now this is copied to the clipboard. Now you can share it through your mail, or if you can open your WhatsApp, you can send it through the WhatsApp. That's all. So they will be able to access the form. Hope all of you found it interesting. Subscribe to the channel. I am coming forth with how to use Google Jamboard, how to use Google Sheets. So one by one, we will be learning it. So keep watching the videos.